If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea.
We met in high school. I guess technically, probably in choir. And then we also ended up having algebra together. And then in algebra, I started wearing, he had this like horrible watch. And it was like a sports watch face with like this gold stretchy band. Like the ones you would see on like a nice metallic watch with like a digital face. And it was terrible. But it used, like when he was writing and stuff in math, he couldn't wear it. And so I started wearing it in math class. Long story short, we ended up dating, obviously. And then we didn't work out, and then just different circumstances, I guess, just kind of brought us back together.
Funny story. I had this funky wristwatch. Had a digital face on it, but it had an elastic band I put on. That seemed to fascinate Kendall. I think maybe because it was shiny. She caught her eye. And, what can I say? It was a heck of a conversation starter. We just went from there.
You were the wood, I'd be the fire. If you were the love, I'd be the
Her ability to see the good in everybody. She can overlook anything that others might hold against them, hold at fault for. She'll look through that and she'll find the good in people. And that, it helps me to see the good in people as well. And I really like that about her.
I love that regardless whether I'm happy or sad or wherever I am, he can make me laugh. He fights the saran wrap for me, even though I know he hates saran wrap. I know that if there was ever anything that I wanted and he had something that he needed, I know he would try to get me what I wanted before he would try to get what he needed, which is kind of something, it's a sweet gesture. He's so kind.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I would never ask him for that. You know what I mean?
I got that impression from him too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my best friend. I can't imagine ever finding anyone as amazing as him.
What are some of his least favorite qualities that you don't like him much?
He burps a lot.
Sometimes I almost think she's too trusting of people, sort of maybe take advantage of her, and she's just that kind-hearted of a person that'll put herself out there at risk sometimes. But if I can fault her for anything, that'd be about it, just because she's too kind-hearted. I was going through a rough time, and she really helped me get through that, and in the process of getting through that, I started developing feelings for her, and to put an exact date on it, I couldn't do that, but just over the time that we'd spent together and just had talks and conversations about life in general and just bonding, I knew then that when she could help me through my tough times, that's when I knew.
But there was one day, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but we were, like, he had slept on the couch the night before. Anyway, he was leaving that morning to go to work, and he gave me a hug, and I don't know what propelled him to say it, but he said, "I love you," and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I had been feeling that, but I didn't want to say that, because that was just a really confusing time. And I was like, I love you too. And I realized, like, that whole day, like, I just kept thinking about it, and I was like, I really do love this guy. And it was scary, because I wasn't 100% sure whether I was ready to feel that. And as far as the marriage part, it didn't take much longer to realize. I'm pretty sure, like, 2 months after the whole "I love you" thing, I probably would have run away with him if he'd asked me to.
Yeah.
But they liked him. I mean, everyone immediately likes him. He's just a likable guy, I think. He's quiet. He doesn't really, I don't know, he doesn't try and steal the show or anything. He is who he is. mom always says, you know, he doesn't play games. He's just simple, but not bad simple. You know what I mean? He is who he is, and
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone seems to like most about him.
Okay.
Most of my friends told me that she was out of my league. Didn't think I would be able to end up with a girl like Kendal. I've been told by my parents that she's one of the best things for me that's ever happened to me. I will say that. They claim they can see a difference in my attitude. They say I'm happier. So
Well,
they were happy for me.
what is the most romantic thing that he has done for you?
Well, it wouldn't be getting her flowers. I can tell you that.
We may have to come back
Yeah.
to that because
I don't know. Myself, I don't think I'm that romantic of a guy. Hopefully she thinks different. Obviously she does. But, I don't know. Nah. Maybe try and cook dinner when she lets me in the kitchen. Try to give her an easy night after work. Rub her back.
A river in the mountains tall, the rumble of your water would.
Yeah, some people might think this tacky, but this year for Valentine's Day, we had an indoor picnic. She made baked beans, hot dogs, everything you'd have for a picnic, and she bought these fake rose petals, I guess, from a dollar store. When I got home, she had dinner ready, had the lights turned out. We had a candlelit picnic dinner right in the living room floor.
That's funny.
I like that.
That seems to be you guys' style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, corny and
I'd
tacky.
be the rug, and if you were a kiss, I know I'd be a hug. All I want.
we both give each other crap all the time. We are pestering each other like an old married couple. We just pick at each other, and so that, I mean, that's fun. We drive each other crazy in good and bad ways sometimes. But I mean, we both love to sing. I love singing with him. It's so fun. We just enjoy having a good time. We like being outside. We like, you know, we like sports.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that we have in common that we just kind of helps bring us together.
Both like to cook. Both got an amazing love for animals, even though I complain about the cats. I like the cats, even though I don't admit it to her. But there's so many things that Kendal and I are similar on. Just our views on life. It's amazing.
Definitely in the cleaning and organization aspect, I am not very focused when it comes to cleaning. I like to do cleaning whenever I feel like it, and he likes to do cleaning whenever it needs to be done. So that's probably one of the biggest ways, is that
That's a good way to put it.
Kind of a constant battle.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's one of those things where he appreciates having the help. I just don't like cleaning alone.
Yeah.
So sometimes I surprise him though.
Personally, I'm not the best at seeing, like I was talking about earlier, seeing the good in people. And so for me to put myself out there to other people, that's difficult for me sometimes. So that's probably our biggest difference right there. I have trouble putting myself out and trusting people because I'm so scared of getting taken advantage of. That's our biggest difference. Seeing Kendal being happy. I know this is the wedding we've planned. This is the wedding of her dreams, and I just want to see her be happy and have everything she wants on that day.
I think seeing him, and I can't wait to actually just be married to him, which I know sounds kind of cliche, but I think it's just something that I've just been waiting for, and he's the perfect person. That's pretty much all I can say. I'm just excited to be married to him.
If you were a wink, I'd be a nod.
Wow. One thing about me, what would it be? Well, I would say she just want me to be more politically correct in general, if I had to choose one thing.
Can you think of an instance or a circumstance of when you've been not politically correct? And
Yeah, when we live out Fort Thomas, there are people that mow the grass. They get grass on my car. I may make certain comments about them. needing to go home, things like that.
Probably he'd make me a better cleaner.
Yeah.
He would probably make me better at cleaning.
10 years from now, well, hopefully in our own place.
Not an apartment.
Yeah, not an apartment. Get out of the apartment lifestyle. Get into a house. 10 years from now, hopefully a family's in the future. 10 years from now.
Yeah, like 6 kids.
6 kids.
I'm totally kidding.
Why don't we just have like 10? We could have a reality show and neither of us ever have to work again.
Reality show pay for it. There you go.
Right.
We could be the next John and Kate plus.
I'll contact TLC tomorrow.
On the to-do list.
I think I mostly just look forward to all the different things that we'll be able to do together in the future. I look forward to having a family with him, and I just really look forward to the places we're going to go, the things we're going to experience, and some more bad jokes.
More bad jokes. I don't have any of them, do I?
Not at all.
I've always pictured myself as a family man. I had a great role model growing up in my dad, and
That's true.
I want to use his life and marriage as an example of what mine should be. And so to say what I was most looking forward to about our marriage is life, doing everything together, enjoying everything together, and loving spending time with the one you're with.
It's a good answer.
It's a very good answer. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Stand by my side, all I want is you. Will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were a wink, I'd be a nod. If you were a seed, well, I'd be a pod.